Hi everybody, this is Nina. I have been under the weather and I apologize for not making as many videos as you guys were probably getting used to. Today we had to come out and get some things for the garage sale, which we're starting tomorrow, and so it will run from Thursday through Saturday. Trying to get rid of stuff that we have because we have such a small living space, and also earning some money for a vacation coming up next month. Most of you guys probably already know I have fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue, along with all the other things that I have, but it had been a long time since I had had a bad flare from any of those. And isn't it funny how, not really funny, but how it is when you haven't had something like that for a long time, it's almost like you forget how bad it is and how painful it is. And I was telling my sisters yesterday, I said, how bad I had been hurting, and I had forgotten how bad the pain was. And my youngest sister, Renee, said, it's almost like when you give birth. You know how after you have the beautiful little baby, you tend to almost forget the pain, and therefore end up having more children. But yes, I have been very much so under the weather. I told Steve just now, we stopped at Menards and went in to get some tape and some garage sale signs, and I told him, I said, it's horrible that I was just walking 2 miles a day and felt like I could have been hiking a mountain. I was feeling so good, and all of a sudden to feel that the weakness come back, hurting, even my hair, which sounds crazy, but even my hair follicles hurt all the way down, everything on my body to my feet. And it takes a lot out of you. I don't take any type of pain pill other than I do take an arthritis Tylenol pill. That will help a little bit. Nothing really helps that much. And probably if I took a stronger pain pill, but I do not want to do that. I feel like that is just setting me up for more problems down the line, and I'm not going to do that. I do take Cymbalta, which I've told you guys about before. It's also for depression and for the fibro pain. It does help a little with both, but nothing helps 100%. So I told Steve, I said, I'm going to go into Menards and see if I can walk around with you a little bit. And so I ended up walking about 1,000, 1,500 steps there at Menards looking for the signage and all that stuff. But it took all I had. So we came here to Sam's Club. He had to go in and get just a couple items, and I told him, I said, honey, I think I'm just going to have to stay in the car until you get back. I'm just way too weak. And yeah, I'm way too weak. I have been helping him get things set up for the garage sale. Well, not set up, finding things, washing. We had clothes hanging on a line down in the basement that we haven't wore for a while, and they were clean when they were hanging up, but from being in the basement, they have a little bit of a smell. So he brought them all up for me yesterday, and I was able to get all of those washed and folded. And then this morning he hung them all up on hangers. So he's going to be taking care of the cell. I told him I might sit outside with him if it's not as hot. Today it's pretty hot. I hope that you guys can hear me okay with the car running. because I've got the air conditioner on, and it's just way too hot to sit out here without it going. I actually had to put up the window cover in front of me here because the sun was so bright. I couldn't even look into the camera. My eyes feel weak. I just, anybody that suffers from fibromyalgia or chronic fatigue, you realize how horrible it is. I am just thankful. Oh my gosh, I'm so thankful that I haven't been through a bad flare like this in quite a while. Usually when I would try to walk or get in better physical shape, it would throw me into a chronic fatigue flare. But it didn't this time, and you guys don't realize how thankful I am. I'm not gonna, like, I've been very tired, very sleepy. Honestly, doing not much other than laying around. It's really hard to eat healthy when you feel like this, because there's only certain things that I have been wanting, and it's all stuff that's not on a program. Yesterday I wanted a coney dog. I only ate one, but it's okay. You know, when you don't feel good, and my head right here is just like the hair follicles are killing me, so I'm gonna put a little pressure on it. But anyway, when you don't feel good and you are only wanting certain things, it's okay to take care of yourself and have a little bit. Just try not to go overboard. Try not to binge eat, I guess, on those type of things, because sometimes that's what happens to people like me, that I actually consider it an eating disorder, as far as junk. And you know, I had been, ever since I had eaten those candy corn with the peanuts, that set me off, you guys, and I'm really wondering if that's not what caused my flare. So we emptied those into a baggie, and I had a whole pumpkin of them, and gave them to my mom and Chummy yesterday, because I told her I hadn't had any in 3 days, but it was a constant battle seeing those and not eating them. So, you know, I realize not everyone's like me, and not everyone battles a food addiction. But I'm just here to be honest, and I'm here to just tell you guys that I try to film my life. So you're going to see days where I am up on top of the world, and, you know, like when I was gardening, and when I was able to walk a couple miles a day, and I was so much enjoying that, to going downhill quickly because of these flares. It's just my life. It's what I deal with. And for a long time, I've been making videos for 4 years. For a long time, I have never put anything out there that shows my bad days. I try not to be negative, and I try not to be showing that part of my life, only because it's horrible, and I don't like to have people feel sorry for me. I don't like to have people think that it's not real. My doctors know for a fact it is real. Fibromyalgia is very real. When I had my heart attack and had open heart surgery, I suffered for many, many, many years with my bones in my chest before my surgery from fibromyalgia. And when I had my open heart surgery, my heart doctor even told me, he said he was worried about, because of the pain that he knows that I suffered with. I didn't even tell him. So that shows he was looking up things probably on my chart, and maybe doing his own search in his medical books, but he was concerned about the when they opened up the chest here, about where they cut through the bones. He was concerned about that causing me extra pain, and thank goodness it's just the same. It's the same pain that I had before during a flare. Sometimes those bones do bother me when I'm not in a flare, but I'm thankful because of that I'm alive, and God decided to let me stay around. Praise His name. I'm so thankful for that. That's one reason I hate to discuss my issues, because I'm thankful. I'm thankful for my blessings. I'm thankful for my good days. I'm thankful that I have my channel that I can turn to my friends, and I can show them all the good, beautiful things in this world. And I thought today, maybe it's okay to share once in a while the things that I go through, because I am disabled. And I was watching just a beautiful soul the other day, Box Van D. And D, she's older than I am, but she has a lot of the same ailments. And she decided to make a video on what that people do not see when you have a disability that you can't always tell by looking at the person. Dee was talking about when even sleeping, or lack of sleeping, probably should say, and it was exactly as if she was describing me, exactly to the T, the way that she has to sleep with a pillow between her legs, and everything has to just be perfect, or the pain is bad at night, and I ache and I hurt, and I have neuropathy in my feet and legs, which causes them to burn like fire. Now, this is not just from a flare. It's an every night thing. And I don't discuss a lot of my disabilities. Like I said, I just don't like to complain. I'm trying actually to complain even less, and to be more thankful about what I have in life. But I will say, when this started the other day, my fibro flare and my the chronic fatigue, I kept wondering why I had bought one of these cheap versions of a Fitbit, under $40 on Amazon, and it does my pulse rate and all that stuff I think it's every hour. And I wasn't doing anything but laying around. If I wasn't laying on the couch, I was laid back in my recliner, or laying down in bed, and my pulse rate was going way up. Normally my pulse stays in the low 60s, because I'm on a beta blocker and another pill for blood pressure because of my heart. So I usually don't have any problems. Even when I'm walking a lot, it's usually really, really good. It goes up higher, but it's supposed to when you're out walking. But from just laying around, it was going up to like 105, and I think the highest was like 100. I don't remember. I don't even know, but it was higher than that. But so I looked online for that, and it was stating that as long as it wasn't staying at that level for I don't remember exactly, for hours. So I checked it like every 5 minutes for a long time, so that I could see, and it was slowly going down. And then I started checking it periodically throughout the next couple days, and it's been really good. So I'll check it now while I'm just sitting here, and it will probably be good, because I am feeling better. That's why I'm out today. Looks like Steve's done. Let me see. It's still, it's 83. And I'm not doing anything, or haven't been for a little bit, but I'll keep an eye on it today. Make sure it's okay, because I don't want my heart to have any more issues. So, all right, I'll finish this talk here in a little bit. Okay, so we're back home, and I am going to take me a short nap. Thanks to everybody for watching, and I will talk to you on the next video. Bye-bye.